Hey everybody, welcome to Improv Separately Together's Lunchtime Line Games. We are here again. We're going to have some fun. We're going to play 4 line games for you guys. Let me go ahead and start bringing everybody in. The co-host for today is Jen.
Hello everybody. I'm groovy.
How are you? I'm great. I'm glad you said yes for co-hosting. Let's bring in Veronica. Nice. I like the energy. I like the energy.
We're ready.
Coming in next, we got Sylvia.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Were you hiding?
Masking up.
Oh, perfect. All right, Brian, what you got?
I was told there'd be coffee.
Yeah, if you go to your left, it's in your kitchen.
All right, well.
You need to get it. You need to get it. Hurry up, because we got Matt coming in.
Hello.
Let me welcome the audience with a little chat. There it goes. Hey, for you people watching at home, go ahead and in the suggestion area, go ahead and drop some objects, some occupations, and we'll get to all the ones that we can. We also have a bunch written down from the Facebook post from earlier. So you guys ready to have some fun?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen. Jen's ready to have some fun. All right, so we're going to play a game called CSI. Have you guys ever seen CSI Miami? Horatio Caine always has a funny thing to say. Well, it's funny to us, but he's really serious about it. About the victim at the beginning of the show. So, like, if the guy was murdered with a hammer, he'd be like, looks like this guy just got nailed. And then the music hits, and that's when the show begins. So we are going to do our best Horatio Caine impressions. Oh wow, we've already got a couple. Dude, this one will be gross. So we're gonna go with Teddy's suggestion of a wart.
Okay.
A wart.
Yes.
That's just funny by itself.
I know. Matt.
It looks like she kissed the frog.
Is that loud enough? I think I need more.
Make it louder.
Okay, Jen.
Looks like somebody told her the wrong thing.
Oh.
Brian.
Well, Frank, I guess this one's a squeezer.
Hold on, I hit it too soon. A what? Sylvia.
Looks like this guy had a bumpy ride.
Woo!
Matt.
Yes, it looked like he's had his last hop.
Anyone?
Sylvia, all mine.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you steal hers? All right, so I'm gonna go to
Wait.
Matt. Matt, go ahead and hit yours up
That
while I
was
look.
really good. So it looks like he was a little tadpole.
Oh.
Oh,
Will malfunction.
I hit above the part on the screen, so I didn't play nothing. All right, so the next one I have is an iPad.
An iPad.
Jen.
Looks like battery's low and he forgot to plug in.
Yes, Brian.
Well, Frank, I guess somebody should have paid for Apple Care.
Jen.
I guess the last app he downloaded was Death.
Anyone? Because Teddy's got some crazy ones out here. Noodles. Jen.
Looks like this guy got himself in some hot water.
Sylvia.
Looks like this guy pasta away.
Oh, yeah. Veronica.
That fetish teeny will kill you.
Brian.
Well, Frank, it looks like someone needs to say ramen.
Matt.
It looks like he was sauce.
Damn it! That was damn it! Damn it!
You didn't want to do. Clearly, he wasn't the macaroni. Jen.
Looks like he forgot to tell his killer to mate no.
Sylvia.
Looks like this guy's flying with the angel hairs.
Jen.
I'm afraid this is the wrong time for me to make a joke that's cheesy.
Sylvia.
Looks like this guy was gluten intolerant.
Yeah.
Brian.
Well, Frank, we better solve this case before there's oodles of death.
Jen.
I knew this guy. In real life, he was a wet noodle, but now it looks like he's stiff.
Oh, Brian.
Well, Frank, it looks like someone threw him up against the wall and he stuck.
Sylvia.
Looks like this guy really got a low main blow.
Veronica.
This is the worst I've ever seen. Looks like he just came right out through a colander.
Jen.
Oh no, it's my nemesis. I gotta say, he was a starch opponent.
Sorry, I'm laughing. Sylvia.
Looks like this guy was strangled by a pad thai.
So, I got one. I don't need to know his name. He's my friend. His name was Al Dente. Woo!
From the Cleveland Dentes.
You know what? I want to do one quick one that I have here, and then we'll move on. I need a dog leash.
You need a dog leash?
Dog leash is a suggestion.
Okay, all right, okay. Didn't know if this was like a confession. Like,
I know.
I don't follow 50
That's the
States.
suggestion.
Brian.
Well, Frank, it looks like somebody wasn't a good boy.
Veronica.
That's what you get for taking the lead.
I was trying. Jen.
Looks like this guy finally bow-wowed out.
Sylvia.
Looks like this guy got choked.
Matt, you had one.
It looks like he was led around.
Brian.
Well, Frank, it looks like the victim wanted to go outside, but then wanted to come back inside, but then wanted to go outside. Inside. And now he's in hell.
Well, that's it. All right, give up CSI.
Yay!
All right, so now we're gonna pass it on over to I gotta remember how I got a point opposite to Jen for the next game.
Hi, we're going to play the game of a date with me is like. For instance, if the suggestion were tea kettle, I would say a date with me is like a tea kettle. If you get me all hot and bothered, I'll make a high-pitched whistle. Great. We know the game. Cool. I'm married. Someone married this, y'all. I'm just going to put that out there. So we'll start off with coffee mug, but I will say that somebody gave the suggestion of novelty coffee mug. So a date with me is like a novelty coffee mug. Philip.
A day with me is like a novelty coffee cup. When it get all hot, my true colors show.
Oh.
You know, the ones that are black, when they get hot, they show.
Matt.
A date with me is like a coffee mug because with new technology, I can keep you hot for 12 hours or cold for 12 hours.
Ooh.
A date with me is like a novelty coffee mug. It's a trap. It's a tourist trap. Sylvia.
A date with me is like a coffee mug. I'll make sure you get the message.
Oh. Anybody else? Philip.
A date with me is like a novelty coffee mug. I went on a date with Philip, and all I got was this lousy mug.
Veronica.
A date with me is like a portable coffee mug. You better keep that lid on.
Oh, she's covert. Moving right along, I've got another suggestion for iguana. Iguana. A date with me is like an iguana. Cool. You know what? We'll just move right along. No big deal. I've got a whole bunch of these. A date with me is like an Instapot. Instapot. Brian.
A date with me is like an Instapot, disposable.
Aww. Veronica.
A date with me is like an Instapot. It just lasts a few minutes.
Matt.
A date with me is like an Instapot because I bring you to the right temperature.
Ooh. Sylvia.
Date with me is like an Instapot. Takes forever to heat up, but once you do, it's so good.
Brian.
A date with me is like an Instapot. You're going to take me home and throw me in your cupboard and let me gather dust and forget about me.
A date with me is like an Instapot. It was all the rage about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Philip.
An Instapot, or no, a date with me is like an Instapot. I only use it to make my eggs. It didn't make sense, but it was the truth. We only use it for boiled eggs.
Veronica.
Go on a date with me. I'll give you an Instapot.
A date with me is like Instapot. Insta, there's pot.
It would sell better that way.
Last Last one, and then I'll move it on. A date with me is like a toll booth operator.
Toll booth operator.
Brian.
A date with me is like a toll booth operator. I'm gonna ask for $3.50, and you're gonna hate giving it to me.
Philip.
A date with me is like a toll booth operator. You're gonna have to pay.
Sylvia.
A date with me is like a toll booth operator. You're gonna look bored, and then I'm gonna run away.
Anybody else? All right, I'm kicking it back to Philip. Yay!
All right. See, I let my games go on for a long time.
It's my first time. I wanted to be polite.
Oh no, I'll do that. Okay, so we're gonna play a game called World's Worst. We're gonna do the world's worst occupation, and everybody will do a scene of how that is. And I'm going back to the audience here because Teddy and Carla have dropped some things. Carla, give me some occupations real quick too.
I got one for toll booth operator.
Great. Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what? You do that real quick.
A date with me is like a toll booth operator. I'll help you call 911. Oh,
Okay, we're moving on. I need the world's first lifeguard.
Lifeguard.
Jen.
Use your legs, Jeremy. Use your legs.
Sylvia.
I'm coming. Oh, it's so cold.
Matt.
It's not a problem until the bubbles stop.
I don't know how to swim.
That's a shark. Hurry up. That's a shark. Sylvia.
Yeah, I put up these flags for the different danger zones, but I'm colorblind.
Jen.
I just want to say that I took this job because David Hasselhoff is my idol.
Yeah.
Veronica.
Yeah, so I run in slow-mo.
All right, so let's move on to life coach.
Oh.
Jen.
So here's your General Mills cereal products. Let's eat it. Come on. You can do it. You can eat it. You can eat it. You can eat it.
Sylvia.
I don't know why you're here. You're never going to amount to much. I mean, what's the point of anything? I mean, we're all going to die someday.
Brian.
Listen, before 2020, I might have had something important to say to you, but God, just try.
Jen.
Have you ever tried, like, not being a piece of crap? Like, have you tried it? You should totally try it.
Anybody else? Anyone? Matt.
Yes. Normally, you learn these rules in the 5th grade.
Oh.
Jen.
So you can save a lot on your expenses by moving home with your parents and just letting them take care of you. Works for me.
Matt.
Good advice.
You're incorrect. Love can be purchased.
Sylvia, did you have your hand up? Okay.
Hi, I'm your new life coach. My name's Harvey Weinstein.
Oh.
Whoa.
Moving on to dance instructor. Let's do a dance instructor.
We stream now.
Jen.
Okay, so I only know the cha-cha slide. So slide to the left, slide to the right, crisscross. Everybody clap your hands.
Anybody else want a dance instructor? Matt.
I don't care who your mother is. You girls get over there and you're going to do the pirouette.
Jen.
Let me tell you about the tango, the dance of love. And then let me fondle your back.
Sylvia.
You're a heterosexual man. You're never going to be a good dancer.
I got to clap for that. All right, and we have a judge.
I had one for dance instructor that's more of a true story.
Okay, we'll do it. I'll let you have it.
Oh man, in England, shagging meant something completely different.
And back to judge. Oops. Sylvia.
I don't know. I don't know. It could go either way. I don't know.
Brian.
Listen, before 2020, I might guilty, I guess.
Matt.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little time constraint here. So could all cases please rise? Guilty, 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 innocent, guilty, innocent.
Yeah.
Listen, I've reviewed all of the stuff, and I get that you're probably innocent, but your vibe is creeping me out, so guilty.
Sylvia.
I'm not wearing any pants.
Sylvia, it's supposed to be judge, not yourself.
All right, so we're going to determine your guilt using an ancient system of fairness and balancedness.
Jen.
The Bible says, "Judge not, lest ye be judged," and I've done some really shady stuff, so you guys are good.
Veronica.
Yeah, so this is my Harry Potter wizarding robe.
All right. Heads guilty, tails not guilty.
Yeah.
Anyone else got that one? Brian, hit it up.
Yeah, I've run a very unorthodox courtroom. In my former life, I was a major league umpire. So you're out.
I'm going to do one more from the list I have here because I liked it when I wrote it down, and it's dolphin trainer. Oh, my God. World's worst dolphin trainer. Brian. Jen.
One sardine for you, one sardine for me. One sardine for you, one sardine for me.
Matt.
I'm pretty sure they speak English if you just put your thumb over the blowhole.
No. Veronica.
So now we're going to bring in the orcas. No, okay.
Sylvia.
Yeah, I'm the former president of the NRA.
Oh.
The orcas.
Brian.
Excuse me. This one is a porpoise.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
I don't think anybody can coach down in Miami. Matt.
Yeah, just for a point of fact, if they don't do good in training, they go to the kitchen.
Oh, shit. Veronica.
This is Flippy. He's my husband.
If I can make it through the hoop, so can you. So, Jacob.
What's up?
Sorry. He talked to all of you guys too. He said, "Where is it at?" There it is.
Hello.
Hello.
Person.
Teddy, that's not an inside Florida joke. That is a NFL joke. All right, so that's it for World's Worst. Go ahead and pass it back to Jen.
Yay! Great. we're going to play one of my favorite games, 185. I don't have to explain how this works. You guys all know. So we're just going to get the ball rolling. We're going to say 185 kangaroos.
Ooh.
Brian.
185 kangaroos walk into a bar. The bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve your kind here. 185 kangaroos just bounced out.
Yeah.
Sylvia.
185 kangaroos walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve kangaroos here. Kangaroos say, why not? Bartender says, because I don't like the hops. You didn't like the hops we put in our beer.
Yeah. Veronica.
185 kangaroos hop into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve your kind here. Let me back that up. 185 kangaroos walk into a bar, and the bartender says, what'll it be?
Oh! 185 kangaroos hop into a bar, and the bartender's like, man, we don't serve your kind. And they're all like, why? And they're like, oh, you know why? You know, like, why you gotta make this personal, Joey?
Damn it.
Look,
185 kangaroos walk in the bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve kangaroos around here. They're like, why? You know, why? Oh, you don't know what's wrong with you, Rue?
I'm sorry, Sylvia.
185 kangaroos walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve your kind here. Kangaroos say, why not? Bartender says, because you never have any money in your pouch.
Yeah.
Aww. Anybody else? Brian.
185 kangaroos walk into a bar. Sorry, we don't serve kangaroos in here. The kangaroos say, why? It's because you're bringing your kids inside a bar.
Veronica, last one for kangaroos.
I'll give it a try. 185 kangaroos walked into a bar. The bartender says, we don't serve your kind here. And the kangaroo says, I'm going to kick you in the face.
They're angry. They're angry. Yeah. Cool. Moving along. Hummingbirds.
Hummingbird.
Brian.
185 hummingbirds walk into a bar. Oh, wait, no, they're gone.
Philip.
185 hummingbirds walk into a bar, fly into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve hummingbirds around here. And they're like, why not? They're like, we only like songbirds.
Sylvia.
185 hummingbirds walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve your kind here. Hummingbirds say,
Anybody else? 185 bird. Oh, Matt.
185. What are they?
Hummingbirds.
Come to the bar, and they want to drink. The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind." They're like, "Come on, please, we'll do whatever you want." He goes, "Fine, perch it."
Veronica.
That was sad.
185 hummingbirds come into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve your kind here. And the hummingbirds say, why? Because you're always hovering around.
Sylvia.
185 hummingbirds walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve your kind here. Hummingbirds say, we're going to tweet that.
185 hummingbirds fly into a bar. The bartender's like, we don't serve your kind. And the 185 hummingbirds say, that's foul.
Ooh.
Oh.
Anybody else? Moving right along. We've got dung beetle. Brian.
185 dung beetles walk into the bar. The bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve dung beetles in this establishment. And the 185 dung beetles say, well, shit.
Sylvia.
185 dung beetles walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve your kind here. Dung beetles say, bug off.
Ooh.
Oh, rude.
Veronica.
185 dung beetles walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve your kind here. And they say, dung, 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 dung.
Philip.
185 dung beetles walk to the bar. The bartender says, we don't serve dung beetles around here. They're like, why? He goes, you know the crap you pulled before.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Peanut farmer. Next one is peanut farmer. Matt.
185 peanut farmers come into the bar after a long day of work. They just want a drink. The bartender says, "We don't serve your kind." He's like, "Oh, come on." He's like, "Hey, just shell it."
Veronica?
185 peanut farmers come into a bar, and the bartender says, "Where's Jimmy Carter?"
Sylvia?
185 peanut farmers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." Peanut farmers say, "That's criminal assault."
Brian?
185 peanut farmers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve peanut farmers in this establishment." And the peanut farmers say, "Ah, nuts."
185 gay peanut farmers walk into a bar. And the bartender's like, "We don't serve your kind." And they all look at him and go, "Honey, you roasted." Philip?
185 peanut farmers walk in the bar. The bar says, "We're not letting you guys in here again." You're like, "Why not?" "Because last time you guys got toasted."
Oh.
Brian?
This is a bad one. 185
Thanks for the warning.
walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve your." "Oh, wait, you're peanut farmers." "No, that's fine. You guys can come in."
185 peanut farmers walk into a bar. The bartender's like, "We don't serve your kind." And they're all like, "Why not?" It's like, "Last time you guys got so drunk, we had to carter you off."
Oh.
It took a minute.
Yep.
Cool. Next one is meteorologist.
It's funny. I had that one written down too. Matt, you went to school for this. You better have one.
185 meteorologists came into the same bar to have a drink. Bartender said, "We don't serve meteorologists here." Meteorologist says, "Well, why?" He's like, "Because even though it's 185 of you, still can't get it right."
185 meteorologists walk into a bar, and the bartender just goes, "Oh, hell no." Sylvia?
185 meteorologists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." Meteorologists say, "Whether or not you do is irrelevant."
Oh, Philip?
185 meteorologists walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Wait a minute, you guys were supposed to come in from the east."
Anybody else? Okay, all right. Taxidermist. Brian?
185 taxidermists walk into a bar. The bartender says, "No, I'm sorry. We don't serve taxidermists in this establishment." The 185 taxidermists say, "Well, you can go stuff yourself."
That was mine.
That was everyone.
185 taxidermists came into the bar. The bartender turned around and said, "We're not going to deal with you or serve you anything." And all the taxidermists were like, "Well, what, why?" He's like, "We don't like the IRS." That was a thinker.
Way off.
Veronica?
185 taxidermists walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Oh, no, we don't serve your kind here." And they say, "Why?" And he says, "Your eyes don't look right."
Sylvia?
185 taxidermists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." Taxidermists say, "You animal, back off."
Cool. We got time for one more, Philip?
Of course.
All right. Let's do emoji pillow.
Emoji pillow.
Emoji pillow.
Wow, that's specific.
These are the suggestions I got, y'all. Make fun of my friends.
People.
Matt?
185 emoji pillows come into the bar, and the bartender's like, "Stop. We're not serving your kind here." And all the emoji pillows looked at them and all went.
We'll do another. Okay, for Sylvia.
185 emoji pillows walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve emoji pillows here." Emoji pillows say,
Great. We'll do one more, and we'll
One
see
more.
how this works. Scented candles.
Oh, not lemon scented. We had that
Not
last
lemon scented. We had that Friday night.
week. Any scent.
Any scent. I open it to the wide world of scented.
Wow. What possibilities? Oh.
Or I can pick something else.
Somebody's been doing a lot of shopping lately, I think.
I'll start us off. 185 scented candles walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve your kind here." And they say, "Why?" And he goes, "You give me a headache."
Brian.
185 lit scented candles walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve your kind here."
So sad.
Sylvia.
185 scented candles walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." Scented candles say, "That's all right. We'll just linger."
No.
Philip.
185 scented candles walk in the bar. Bartender says, "We're not serving you guys anymore." And they're like, "Well, why not? Last time you here, you waxed everywhere."
Yeah.
Matt.
185 scented candles that were lit came into the bar. The bartender says, "We're not going to serve your kind." And they said, "Oh, well, then we're going to sit in the corner and just potpourri."
Oh, Sylvia.
185 scented candles walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve scented candles here." Scented candles say, "Why?" Bartender says, "'Cause you smell."
Antonia.
Anybody else? All right, cool. I want to end on a big laugh. I want to
Do
keep
it.
going. I've got cat hammock.
What friends do you have?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
All improvisers. All improvisers are my friends.
Yeah, my improvisers gave weird things too. I cut up the weird part out.
Oh, okay, we done flip flops. Brian.
Could be just hammock.
No, I had one-
Hammock.
I
Hammock
had
or
one
flip
for
flops?
cat hammock.
Hammock or flip flop?
185 cat hammocks walk into a bar. The bartender, who is a cat, says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve you your kind here." And 185 cat hammocks go and get stacked in the corner and never used because the bartender just uses a cardboard box.
Oh. If you have a cat, you know it's true. Sylvia.
185 cat hammocks walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." Cat hammocks say, "That's okay. We just want to hang out."
Oh, Veronica.
185 cat hammocks walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve your kind here." And they say, "Why?" "Because I just don't know what you are."
Philip.
185 cat hammocks walk into the bar. And the bartender, who's also a cat, same bar, says, "Oh, you guys will fit right in. You guys are perfect."
Oh.
Yay! And that's 185. That was that last game. So I'm going to kick it back over to Philip.
All right. So, guys, that's the end of the show. Hold on, I got this right. That's all backwards. You can see more of these people and myself at Improv Separately Together page. I have interviewed all of them to see how they've been doing during this pandemic. Go ahead, check it out. It's lots of fun. I definitely will be back probably next Wednesday. One or two of these may show up again next Wednesday. I don't know yet. I'll be working on that probably starting tomorrow. Let me get back to where we got to go. All right, guys. So we'll see you next time. And you guys be safe and all that good stuff. And get rid of that hate. Spread some love. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.